Flagler opens the home conference season against one of the best teams in the country, number 7, North Georgia. Saints are coming off a tough loss on the road to Georgia Southwestern. They look to get back in the win column today against the Nighthawks. Hi, everyone. Dave Wenda, along with Ivan Kelly, our producer, Laurel Plexico, and our camera operator, Ben Coleman. And, Coach, this is a tough test for Flagler almost right out of the gate in the Peach Belt Conference season. The number 1 and number 2 scorers are Nighthawks.
It's the biggest challenge that the Saints have faced this season. Coming in, we've got some keys for the game. I think for Flagler, they've got to control the tempo. They're a high-scoring team averaging 90 a game. They've got to get the ball up and down the court as much as they can. They've got to be tough inside. They've got to match North Georgia's physical play inside. And then they've got to find their shot. They've got to hit some three-pointers where they struggled in their last game. For North Georgia, they've got this double trouble of Chapman and Champion, and White. And they need to get them touches and get that ball inside. They've got to be themselves and just pound it inside. Flagler doesn't have shot blockers, so they need to take advantage of that. And then they just need to get off to a good start and establish themselves and try to take away any this enthusiasm and excitement that I'm seeing from the Flagler team.
Well, let's look at the starting lineups first for the Nighthawks of North Georgia. At a guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 1, A.J. White. At forward, a 6'7 junior, number 5, Frank Champion. At guard, a 6'5 junior, number 15, Greg Billups Jr. At forward, a 6'6 senior, number 22, Eric Jones. And rounding out the starting lineup, at guard, a 6'3 sophomore, number 24, Caden Charles. The Nighthawks are coached by Dan Evans. The assistants are Adam Blake and Ben Casanova. And now a look at the starters for the Flagler College Saints. At a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Omar Figueroa. At forward, a 6'8 senior, number 5, Tyler Collier. At guard, a 6'3 junior, number 15, Destin Clark. At forward, a 6'4 redshirt junior, number 23, Jalen Barr. And rounding out the lineup, at guard, a 6'3 senior, number 24, Malik Bryant. Saints are coached by Blake Sellen in his second season. The associate head coach is Kip Owens, and the assistant coach is Brady Shuck. Nighthawks take the court in their black uniforms, trimmed in blue and white, and Flagler in their home whites with red lettering and red numerals. Well, this will be a tough one. North Georgia comes in 10-1, 1-0 in the Peach Belt Conference. They beat Clayton State on Wednesday, but it was a closer game than you might expect, as Clayton State is in the basement with the overall records in the Peach Belt Conference. Flagler comes in 7-4, 0-1 in the Peach Belt. Champion and Collier set to jump it up. And the Nighthawks win the tip. A.J. White will control. The champion, number 5, is the leading scorer in the Peach Belt Conference, and A.J. White is right behind him, number 1. He's second in the league in scoring. Elbow jumper, no good. That was Eric Jones. Malik Bryant pushes into the front court. Barr passes on the 3. Malik with a brilliant spinning shot and finishes with the finger roll. White pulls up. Mid-range jumper won't go. Rebound off to Clark. Clark draws some contact, and he'll draw the foul. This will go against Greg Billups Jr.
Right away, Flagler's put Jalen Barr, number 23, on number 1, A.J. White. So you got a size mismatch and a strength mismatch trying to slow White down. White's averaging 21 points a game.
Barr has it up top, directing traffic to Collier. Top of the key, now Bryant working off the Collier screen. 10 on the shot clock. Barr spinning in the lane and scoring. Jalen Barr's offensive game has really developed during his time here in St. Augustine. Known as a defensive specialist, a fierce rebounder. And there's a foul on the drive. They're going to get Destin Clark for his first personal.
Flagler showing that they're willing to be physical with Champion, trying to keep him out of the paint.
Now the officials will come together and discuss, I think, whether it was a shooting foul or not. Champion was lobbying for that. Ball comes into White. Here's Billups working on Bryant. Double team comes, and the ball stripped as it goes up. Figueroa has it. Inside it goes, Destin Clark, the newcomer.
And Flagler, 3 straight trips, scores in the paint, establishing themselves as a low post team.
Clark, 8th in the league in scoring at 16.3 points a game, also 7th in rebounding. Had better than 7 boards a contest. There's Champion getting into the scorebook. Champion so good. First in scoring at better than 22 points a game. First in assists at 6.6 assists a contest. And third in rebounding with 9 rebounds a game. He'll get it on the low block, guarded by Clark. Just steps through and lays it in. Nighthawks in a man-to-man defense. Here's Barr attacking again. Figueroa with an offensive board. Collier, a one-handed push shot won't go. White goes into attack mode and draws the foul on Figueroa. Collier made sure that ball was not going anywhere near the rim. White, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, steps to the line. Just 5'10", 150.
A.J. White will shoot 2.
White, second in the league in scoring behind his teammate Champion, 21.4 points a game. He's third in three-point shooting in the PBC, knocking down triples at a 48.5% clip. Nighthawks with a little pressure.
Yeah. Don't think they were really trying to steal the ball. I think they just wanted to slow Flagler down, make the game their tempo.
Barr with a nifty pass inside to Clark, who's fouled on his way up.
Fouls on number 5, Frank Champion.
So Clark heads to the line.
Making his way to the foul line for the Saints is number 15, Destin Clark.
Clark, a 75%
He'll shoot 2.
free throw shooter on the season.
And Clark's also the Saints' leading rebounder at 6'3".
And Coach Sellen and his staff are very happy that they lured Clark here from Wingate University.
Flagler shows a little zone here. Yeah.
White for 3, fading away. Well, Coach Dillon felt pretty good about his matchups. You have a guy like Jalen Barr, former Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. He's a good defensive matchup against scorers like Champion White. Here's Collier trying a three. Offensive rebound, Bryant. Figueroa back to Bryant. Tough shot from Malik. And Jones skies for the board. Champion is fouled, misses the shot, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. And that'll get us to the under 16 media timeout. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. Welcome back. Clark Family Court at Flagler Gymnasium here in St. Augustine. Frank Champion heading to the line to shoot a pair.
Stepping to the foul line for the Nighthawks is number 5, Frank Champion. He'll shoot two.
First good as Champion is inside. He's only a 60% free throw shooter.
Makes them both on this trip. Dan Evans in his 5th year coaching the Nighthawks. Took the Nighthawks to their first NCAA tournament appearance and their first NCAA tournament win. Here's Kyle Young struggling through a double team. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Saints. 21 wins last season. Most wins in the NCAA era for North Georgia. Bryant gets it into Young. Champion showing his versatility, handling the ball, gets it inside. And an easy bucket for Colin Turner on the nice feed from Champion. Barr. Back out to Bryant, 10 on the shot clock. Skip past Figueroa. 4 to shoot. Figueroa gets his man in the air, fires from 3. And Champion, so athletic, skying to take the board away from Barr and then scoring at the other end. Champion already with 8 points. Less than 7 minutes into this one.
And Flagler's having to work really hard just to get a shot.
There's Boom Reeves. Extra pass. Figueroa. Jax Balknight waiting to check in at the scores table along with Collier. Interesting that Balknight didn't get the start today. Coach Sellen says they have so many players deserving of minutes. Sometimes it's hard to figure out who to stick in the lineup at any given time. Figueroa certainly has earned a spot in the starting five.
And I think that tempo is what Flagler's looking for. Push the ball up the floor, find an open shot, get your feet set, take the three.
Way short on White's three. May have been partially blocked. Figueroa to Reeves. Young working against a double team, and he draws the foul.
He's liking that matchup against the 6'9" Colin Turner. He's gone after him the last three possessions.
Number 32, Colin Turner, making his way to the foul line for the Saints. Is number 10.
The foul was on Turner, his first personal. And lots of subs coming in. 4 new players for the Nighthawks, and the Saints counter with Balknight, Collier, and Mason Manning. They really like Manning's work ethic. Like Figueroa, Jim Rat, who spends a lot of extra time outside of practice getting shots off with the coaches. One of the best defenders on the team. Goes through the hands of a Nighthawk, and then there's a foul on the shot attempt by Jones.
Looked like Flagler was in a 1-3-1 zone that time. I think they're trying to switch up the defenses, try to catch the Nighthawks off guard a little bit.
This is Eric Jones, the senior out of Kansas City at the line. Balknight bounces for Young in the corner. Young goes right at his man and scores over Giancarlo Bastianoni. Open three, and that's Chase Champion. Kyle Young again going at Bastianoni.
Flagler stays in the zone.
Interesting 1-3-1 zone with Kyle Young on top of the zone. Three-pointer is good from Case Roach. Malik gives it up to Boom. Finds the open Balknight for three.
Great ball movement for the Saints.
Roach gets a flyby and then tries the mid-range jumper. Manning corrals the board. Here's Young for three. Stolen by Manning on the backdoor cut. And Manning will try the three and knock it down. Straightaway three, and that hits the wire over the backboard. A miss from Sutton Smith, and that gets us to a timeout. 25-21. Flagler looking good. Out of the timeout, a 4-point Flagler lead. Clark goes to work on the low block. Gets his own miss. Another attempt, trying to keep it alive. And a foul against the Nighthawks will send Clark to the line, presumably. No, they're going to say this is a non-shooting foul. The foul is on Billups. That's his second. Here's Mason Manning. Clark back to Manning. Now Balknight. Clark attacks, has a shot blocked from behind by Jones. Champion has re-entered the game, so is A.J. White.
Flagler back in the man-to-man. Oh, wait. Nope, 2-3 zone.
Champion shoots over Clark. Collier grabs the board. Spencer Bain has checked in, number 3 for Flagler. Long-range sharpshooter. Balknight, speaking of. Lead is swelled to 7.
And look who's guarding Champion.
Destin Clark with a nice box out of Champion. And he goes coast to coast, too strong. And the Nighthawks want to run the other way. Jones gets it on a nice feed and is able to get things under control and lay it in. Clark left alone for 3. Champion goes right at Clark, draws the foul, and he'll head back to the free throw line. And that gets us to the under 8 media timeout. Flagler 28, North Georgia 23. Champion heads to the line to shoot a pair.
Stepping to the foul line for the Nighthawks is number 5, Frank Champion. He'll shoot 2.
First miss at the line for Champion, who's made 3 of 4. Mason Manning, great backdoor look. Spencer Bain, wow.
What a nice play by the Saints. They got North Georgia concerned with the double high screen. They ran Spencer Bain backdoor.
Caden Charles can't find the range. Bain left open for 3. Nearly throws it away. Lots of backdoor cutting by the Saints. Offensive foul on Collier. That gets Kyle Young off the bench. Kyle pleading his case with the officials. Our officials today, Daryl Smith, Matthew McGuire, and Alex Jordan. Losing it on the way up is Chase Champion. Figueroa and Malik Bryant check back into the game, replacing Balknight and Bain. Figueroa working against White.
I think Figueroa was hoping to get the foul call there.
Reeves will pick up a foul. That's Boom's first personal. And Champion goes back to the line as North Georgia's in the bonus.
Boom Reeves making his way to the foul line for the Nighthawks.
Boom just letting Champion know that he's there. Said, you know, Frank, you can be real physical, but so can we.
Kyle Young on the baseline. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Flagler. Straightaway three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Turner. Turner has a shot blocked by Young. White gets free for 3. Young gets the rebound and is fouled.
What a great rebound in traffic. Giving up his body, grabbing it with 2 hands, hitting the deck. But it's still not bonus, so he doesn't get a couple free throws out of it. But Flagler gets possession.
Roach checks back in. Charles heads to the bench. And they'll have Malik Bryant walk it up this time. Figueroa just inside the three-point arc. Barr tried to keep it alive, and now Barr commits the foul.
Fouls on number 23, Jalen Barr.
That's his first. And Barr now chatting it over with the official. A.J. White heads to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
A.J. White.
You look at where that foul occurred, deep in the corner. The Florida legendary coach, Torchy Clark, would say, if he makes this free throw, it's as if he shot that shot from that deep corner 94 feet away.
That's an interesting point. Jalen Barr looking for Kyle Young inside, draws a double team, scores, and draws the foul. Kyle Young heads to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play.
And he was fouled by number 22, Eric Jones.
Timeout on the floor as you get another look at the bump and the basket from Kyle Young, 32-26, Flagler.
North
Kyle Young steps to the free throw line looking to complete the three-point play.
for the Saints is number 10, Kyle Young. He'll shoot one.
Flagler's answered the physical inside play so far in this half.
Thanks in large part to Kyle Young.
Yeah. And I think we know where North Georgia wants to go. Right there.
Champion gets it on the baseline, guarded by Young. Gives it up to Chase Champion, who's way short on the three. Malik Bryant left alone from three-point land. White misses from just beyond the free throw line. Bryant hustling into the front court. Gives it to the trailer Young. Back out to Bryant. Flagler looks to their bench for the play call.
Shot clock's down to 3.
2 on the shot clock. Barr has his shot rejected, and That might have helped Flagler because North Georgia was off to the races on a 3-on-1 break. Instead, it gets whistled dead because of the shot clock violation. Flagler has quietly, or maybe not so quietly, opened a 10-point lead here.
On the number 7 team in the country. Let's see if North Georgia decides to put Frank Champion down at the post. Now they bring him out of the wing.
Foul on the drive by Roach. The foul will go against Omar Figueroa, his second personal.
Stepping to the foul line for the Nighthawks is number 3, Case Roach. He'll shoot one more.
Roach makes 1 of 2. Manning gets open for a 3. Barr. Wow, what an athletic play to keep that ball alive and somehow remain in bounds. Mason Manning spinning, gives it back out to Bryant. 4 on the shot clock. I don't think Malik realizes it. Now he does. And drops in the long distance 3.
Malik was pretty far back, and he still had to do a step-back move to get away from Champion, get some space to get that shot off. That's a phenomenal shot. Cross screen for Champion down low.
Feeding it to Champion on the low block. Drop step and the bucket. Champion has 11. Figueroa attacks, slides in the lane. Now Barr goes to work, and Champion got a hand in there, and it goes off of Barr's knee and out of bounds as Balknight returns for Figueroa. And for North Georgia, Smith is back in the game, replacing Roach.
And Flagler goes back to the zone.
Looking for Frank Champion on a low block, guarded by Barr. Very physical battle inside, won by Barr. Balknight calling for the screen from Reeves. Bryant traveled. And pulled the chair out from underneath him. Did Eric Jones. Shot clock is turned off. North Georgia can hold for the last shot of the half. Trying to feed Champion on the alley-oop, and he's fouled. So Champion goes back to the line. Imagine his scoring average if he was a better free throw shooter. As many attempts as he gets.
He'd be leading the nation in scoring.
For the Nighthawks is number 5, Frank Champion. He'll shoot 2.
7 seconds left. The Saints will have plenty of time to push the ball up and even get a clean look. Wow.
Chase Champion returns, replacing Smith.
Maybe not a clean look, at least a look. Time to get a shot off.
Timeout taken by North Georgia. We'll keep it right here. And, Coach, get your thoughts on the first half.
It's been a great first half for the Saints. They met the physicality inside. They controlled the tempo for the first half of the half. Second half, I think North Georgia slowed it down and gotten it into their tempo. But Flagler's still been effective scoring, both from their signature three-point shots, but also inside. Kyle Young doing a great job inside.
Well, 7.1 seconds to go, and the timeout by North Georgia gives Flagler a chance to draw something up here. Of course, players like Balk Knight and Malik Bryant lightning fast up and down the floor. Mason Manning as well. It'll be Manning, Bryant, Balk Knight, Jalen Barr, and Boom Reeves.
That's surprising. North Georgia's putting pressure up the floor, I guess trying to get him to use some time.
And a timeout called as the ball comes into the front court. And we'll keep it here. 39-31 Flagler against the number 7 team in the land. Talking to Coach Selland over the last couple of days, and he felt very confident about his team, the way they're playing. Flagler had the lead on the road at Georgia Southwestern with about 3 minutes to play and let that one get away. But they feel like they have the players that match up very well against this Nighthawk squad. Looking ahead to the schedule to come, this is the only home game out of the first 4 conference contests. We mentioned the loss at Georgia Southwestern on Wednesday. Saints go out on the road this Wednesday at USC Aiken, and then a week from today play Georgia College. So Balk Knight will do the inbounding. Figueroa, three-pointer, just left short. The Saints lead at 39-31 after the first half. Well, we'll see if Coach Selland elects to join us for an interview or wants to head right into the locker room and get to work. Flagler played very well in this opening 20 minutes, see if they can keep it going in the second half. And it looks like Coach Selland will head into halftime, and we'll take a break as well. Stepping aside, 39-31, Saints lead it at the half. And welcome back. Just about set for the start of the second half. And look at some of the stats from the first half. Both teams shooting it well from three, over 40%. Leading scorers, as you might expect for North Georgia, Frank Champion has 13 points. For Flagler, pretty balanced scoring across the board. Kyle Young leading the way with 9. Malik Bryant has 8, and 6 for Jax Balknight. So an 8-point Flagler advantage. And, Coach, more of the same in the second half? I mean, you would think that the Nighthawks would make some adjustments. Well, what would you be expecting if you were the Flagler coaching staff out of the Nighthawks?
I would expect them to put Champion on the block early and go at them. As I said at the start of the game, Flagler doesn't really have shot blockers, and Champion's so athletic down there. Put him on the post, which means that Flagler would have to double team earlier and quicker than they have been.
He's got a note from John Jordan, the outstanding sports information director here at Flagler. Last time Flagler beat a top 10 team was last year at number 6 Augusta, 89-75, January 21st of last year. There's Destin Clark, and the lead swells back to 10.
Flagler answers right away with their power player.
Tough shot from Champion, and then keeping it alive was Jones. The ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Saints. Champion having to work hard against the double team of Clark and Collier. Malik Bryant thought about the three, now puts it on the floor, draws the foul, and they're going to get Caden Charles on the personal. That's his first.
One little isolation here for him.
Has it blocked. Jones picks up the block. And good hands from Jalen Barr, forcing the turnover on Billups. Barr isolated. On the right side, goes right to the hoop. Gets his own miss, has it blocked on the second attempt. White the other way. Quick stop and pop. Clark drawing the foul on a strong move to the hoop. And Destin will head to the line to shoot 2.
Stepping on the foul line for the Saints is number 15, Destin Clark. He'll shoot 2.
Clark's put up 24 points 2 times this season. He's 8th in the league in scoring, 16.3 points a game. Also 12th in the league in field goal percentage and even 50% coming in.
Well, let's see what North Georgia does here to try to stem the tide. Down 12.
Lead was 8 at the break. White double clutches, left it way short. Offensive rebound, Charles, and Charles sticks with it.
North Georgia shows the zone here.
Good move by Clark going right at Champion.
Excuse me, that was number 15, Destin Clark.
Quick three, left short. That was Billups.
I don't think the quick three is really what North Georgia's strength.
Clark working one-on-one, gives it up to Barr, three-pointer.
It's a knuckleball.
And there's a foul on the drive by Charles. He'll hit the free throw line.
Fouls on number 1, Omar Figueroa. Making his way to the foul line for the
Good crowd for a Saturday in January with school not even in session. The community has really come out to support the Saints. Had a great crowd for the women's game, too. The women losing a heartbreaker to North Georgia after leading by 14. Saints working around to Clark again, looking for the backdoor cut, and Figueroa never got there. Saints asking for a foul. A lot of contact as Figueroa went down to the floor. Champion gets loose inside. Block from behind! Jalen Barr! And the ball went out of bounds off of North Georgia. Even Champion has a smile on his face that gave a thumbs up. Destin Clark battling inside, offensive foul. That was a pretty easy call. Now technical foul, as there's been some jawing back and forth the last handful of times up and down the court. Officials trying to nip that in the bud. Flagler by 10.
couple technical fouls.
So let's sort this out for you. It was an offensive foul on Destin Clark, and then with the jawing afterwards, a double technical with Clark and Frank Champion. So now Clark has 4 personals with 15:53 to go. And Blake Selland has got him out of the game. And that's a carry by Champion. Turnovers, both teams doing a good job on ball security. 4 turnovers for the Nighthawks, 6 for Flagler. Collier gives it up to Balknight for 3. Barr offensive rebound. Right back out to Bryant, who drives, steps through, and drops it in. White for 3. White's got a nice stroke. He's up to 10 points. Champion leading the way for the Nighthawks with 13. For Flagler, the leading scorer, Malik Bryant and Clark with 10 apiece. Here's Bryant on the low block. Dribbles away from the double team. 7 on the shot clock. Balknight going to work. Balknight gets off a very difficult shot. Wow.
If this was gymnastics, the degree of difficulty on that one is amazing.
Champion working on Barr. What a matchup that is. The best offensive player in the league against arguably the best defensive player. And there's White with another 3. Barr in the corner. Draws a double team, lost it underneath, and it's a turnover. Taken away at the other end as Charles goes down. Boom Reeves! Here comes the boom. White with a little floater. White's come alive offensively, up to 14 points now. He has 8 points in the last couple of minutes.
Well, the Saints started the game with Jalen Barr guarding White. Now they moved him. They moved him to Champion, and so without having that bigger, stronger defender, White's had more offensive opportunities. We'll see if they keep that matchup or if they move him back.
Balknight for 3 had it blocked. And guess who? Frank Champion. Champion lost it on the way up, and a foul called against Barr, I believe. I thought they might get Collier there, but it's going to go against Barr, and that'll be his 3rd personal. Oh, excuse me, 24, not 23. So that's good news for the Saints, as that's Bryant's 1st. It would have been Barr's 3rd. Champion heads to the line. Substitutions in for Flagler, Spencer Bain, Mason Manning, and Kyle Young. Barr, Collier, and Bryant get a breather. And for the Nighthawks, Case Roach is back in, replacing Billups. Champion makes them both, cutting it to a 7-point lead for Flagler. Bain, good closeout by the Nighthawks defense to deny Bain a three-point attempt. Now Kyle Young draws all kinds of attention, and a foul inside, I think against Case Roach. Case Roach is the one doing most of the protesting. And it is against Roach, his first. Mason Manning to Bain. Bain calls for the screen from Young. Gives it back to Kyle, tries a three. Timeout. That's the under 12 media break. 51-44. We've got a good one here in St. Augustine. And welcome back. It's a 7-point game, and Coach, you're talking in the break. The tempo certainly seems to be favoring North Georgia at this juncture.
Flagler's not been able to get the ball out and run, and they've had to work really hard to get open shots. The shot clock runs down, and that's not really their style. It's more a move the ball quick, get your spacing, get your tempo, get a good look, get the shot off. And North Georgia's been playing great defense.
So a delay to get some moisture up at the North Georgia offensive end. Talking to Coach Sellen before the game, and he pointed out that the Peach Belt Conference had the best non-conference record of any Division II league in the country, 72-25. The Peach Belt collective schools went.
Peach Belt's one of the toughest Division II conferences in the country, if not the toughest. They've had national champions. They've had Final Four teams. And we see it every season here. It's just a pounding. Twice a week.
Yep.
There's no let-ups in the schedule.
Of course, Flagler went all the way to the Final Four a couple of seasons back under Coach Warner. 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And A.J. White coming off the screen. Spencer Bain corrals the board. Now Mason Manning. Boom Reeves gives it up. Young working inside. Strong drop step. Frank Champion goes right at Young, has the ball deflected or blocked, and then the and one from Turner. Almost like Champion demands so much defensive attention that Turner was able to get some space underneath. Lead is trimmed to 6. Balknight has his pass nearly intercepted. Now it is stolen. Coming away with the steal is Chase Champion with help from brother Frank. I assume it's his brother. And Turner again on the baseline. It's a 4-point game. We approach the halfway mark of the second half. Manning hassled by White. Gives it up to Bain. Setting up Young on the block again, draws the double team almost immediately, goes up with a left hand. Boom, Reeves, offensive rebound. Back out to Balknight, 3-ball. A.J. White goes right at Bain, and Spencer will pick up the foul. That's his first. And it'll send A.J. White to the line to shoot free throws. White, an outstanding free throw shooter, 86.4% coming in.
He'll shoot 2.
Substitutions for the Saints. Malik Bryan, Omar Figueroa, and Jalen Barr are back in. Billups returns for the Nighthawks.
Those substitutions bring in some more offensive firepower for the Saints. I think they'll have a better chance now of getting a clean look.
The lead has shrunk to 2. Largest lead of the game was 12 for Flagler. Largest lead for North Georgia, 7. A whistle and a foul. That will be on Turner, his third. So he's the only Nighthawk in foul trouble for the Saints. Destin Clark has been on the bench a long time with those 4 fouls. Figueroa has 3. Figueroa handling now, gives it up to Bryant. Five to shoot. Bryant goes right at the 10.
Great drive. When Flagler drives the ball, there's 2 or 3 Nighthawks waiting for him in the paint.
Oh, a lot of contact. Barr hit the floor. Kyle Young was mixed up in it. And meanwhile, the ball, I guess, went out of bounds.
I called the offensive foul.
Oh, it was an offensive foul. Thank you. I was looking down at my roster when the whole play unfolded.
Big old champion with the offensive foul.
That is his third personal. Reeves bounces it for Barr. And a travel. So each team trading turnovers. And the ball goes back over to the Nighthawks. A.J. White right to the rack, and he beat Barr that time.
A.J. White.
He's got 18. Kyle Young beats Champion to the rim.
Kyle Young with a nice layup.
Good defense by Young on Champion, not letting him get too close to the rim. And now Figueroa lofts a three. Ibarra switched back to A.J. White after White got hot. I think that's going to be on, it's going to be on Jalen. I thought that was a moving screen on Champion, Coach. And that gets us to a timeout. 60-53. Saints continue to lead it. Welcome back to the Clark family court. Bo Clark is in attendance. Former Flagler coach, longtime Flagler coach, your old boss.
Yeah, coached here for 30 years.
Wow.
What a career.
Great college player as well at the University of Central Florida.
Three-time All-American, led the nation in scoring. Small college basketball, he was one of the best.
A.J. White at the free throw line.
A rare miss for White.
Figueroa trying to find some space. Working off screen after screen from Collier. Long rebound. A whistle and a timeout called by the Saints. Heads up, it was right in front of the Flagler bench. And we'll keep it right here and thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, including 93 King, alumni-owned two-bedroom cottage, just steps from campus. Academy Bus, we know the way. A.D. Davis Construction, builders, developers, and contractors. Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. B&S Signs, quality signage and service. When it comes to signs, we do it all. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics, and Birchall & Company. Find your home today. So Destin Clark has sat a long time. He was having himself a good ball game, 10 points when he picked up his fourth foul. And with 7.5 to go, at what point do you start thinking about putting him back in the lineup?
I would put him in about 6 minutes to go. He will have been out of the game long enough that he's kind of the surprise offensive factor coming back in. He'll be well rested.
Flagler ball after the timeout. Flagler has 2 timeouts remaining, 3 for the Nighthawks. Backdoor cut, Figueroa from Collier. Beautifully designed play out of the timeout for Coach Selland. Champion goes right back to work, scoring over Boom Reeves. He gets in close. He makes it look easy. Figueroa goes to the dribble and has his shot blocked out of bounds.
You know, Figueroa on that drive, you think about how many Nighthawks' feet were in the paint. He got into the lane, and there was 4 guys in there waiting for him.
Collier gets his man to fly by and then goes right to the 10. Collier's first points of the game, hard to believe. Champion at the other end, blocked by Boom. Last touch by Champion.
Flagler continues to do an excellent job of matching the physicality of North Georgia inside.
Malik working off a Collier screen, gives it to Barr. Back to Bryant. 6 to shoot. Bryant drops in a long 2. And the lead is swelled to 11 as we tick towards 6 minutes. That prompts the timeout from the Nighthawks. We'll take it to you're watching Flagler basketball on the PBC Network. And we're back. Flagler leads it by 11. 6:05 to go, leading the number 7 team in the nation by double digits.
Look for White and Jones to get a little more involved from the perimeter.
There's White for 3. Good box out by the Saints all the way around.
Flagler's taking some time on offense now because they want to. Run a little clock. They got an 11-point lead.
Figueroa trying to thread the needle. The ball's kicked. Well, that resets the shot clock to 20. Bryant, cut off, 6 to shoot. Now Figueroa, long 3. Nighthawks have the board. It's poked away by Barr. Jalen Barr.
Destin Clark still not come back in the game, and I think Coach Selland is saying he likes the lineup that he's got right now.
Collier with a 3. Wow, that could have been huge. White speeds into the front court the other way, gives it up, and a foul on the floor before the shot. And that'll send White to the line. So a 1-and-1 here, I presume. And he missed the front end.
That's 2 in a row.
Those are important points for North Georgia.
For an 86% shooter.
Collier traveled. Collier went into the teeth of that defense, through the double team, and turned it over.
Trying to do a little too much on that possession. As we pointed out, that lane gets pretty clogged. Time to give up the ball.
Billups for 3. And keeping it alive, I think that was Case Roach skying through, battling Barr for the rebound, and evidently Barr touched it last.
Yeah, it's just off his fingertips.
Champion working on Boom Reeves, and now Barr helps out, and Boom, or our Champion, hits the underside of the rim. And Barr is shaken up. Whistle stops play. And hopefully this is nothing more than a cramp. Gives us a chance to thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, including Fish Bites, Set the Hook, 5-Star Pizza, bigger, better, faster. Flagler Hospital, excellence as a way of life. Hero of Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. Hybrid Design, advertising, graphic design, marketing, and KB Home, built on relationships.
That looks like it was just, luckily, thankfully, a cramp for Jalen. It was on his left calf. Last year, of course, he had the reconstructive surgery on his right knee.
So Barr will go to the trainer's table and get that cramp worked out and get back in, as he's such a crucial part of this Flagler squad. Jalen Barr actually went through graduation, or not the graduation, but senior day ceremonies, and we thought we may have seen the last of him, but he elected to return to school and is doing a double major. Now, Flagler does not have a graduate program, which sometimes works against the athletic programs here with the Saints, because you can't recruit in a kid who's already graduated and wants to attend graduate school. Barr finding a way to make it work with the double major, and Coach Sellen and the staff thrilled to have him back. He actually has another year of eligibility, and it's almost like they need to go back to work re-recruiting him to make sure he comes back for that final year.
Little full-court press here from North Georgia.
Dustin Clark just gets rid of it, and they get it across the timeline. So Clark has checked back in with less than 4 minutes left, and he traveled.
You know, Jalen is a business major, and Flagler actually does have 2 graduate programs.
I stand corrected.
One is in deaf education, which would be not in line with his undergraduate degree, and the other is in public administration.
Oh, okay. So, I did not know that.
But he's going for a double major, I think, in finance.
Champion bottled up. White for 3. Big 3. And that's a timeout for the Nighthawks. White up to 21 points. And so the Nighthawks, I believe, will have 2 remaining. Yes, they finally changed the scoreboard. Flagler has 2 remaining. The possession arrow favors the Nighthawks, and they're also already in the bonus. Although the next foul for the Nighthawks will put Flagler in the bonus, as we see off camera Jalen Barr trying to work out that cramp on the Flagler bench. Well, the only team with a losing record coming into conference play is Clayton State in the PBC. Everyone else has a winning record. But, of course, by the Nighthawks at 10-1, USC Buford at 8-1. They put up lots of points, averaging better than 100 points a game. Flagler second in the league in scoring. They want to put the ball in the hands of Malik, but he's being denied by Billups. Finally, Bryant has it. Again, working down that shot clock, burning some game clock. So we tick under 3 minutes to go. Here's Clark with 4 on the shot clock, lost it on the way up. Billups has it, gives it out to White on the perimeter. He drives and again hits the underside of the rim. That's happened a couple times to the Nighthawks Stars. And a foul committed by Roach, his second. And that'll mean free throws coming for the Saints. Malik Bryant was fouled.
An offensive-defensive substitution. Manny coming in. Harris going out. Excuse me, Clark going out.
Dangerous pass, White. A tough three, and now Reeves comes up limping. And he's having trouble putting any weight on his left leg. Figueroa, no. And Reeves is in a lot of pain. And a timeout called. And we'll take it too. You're watching Flagler basketball on the Peach Belt Conference Network. Welcome back. So Reeves heads to the bench, replaced by Kyle Young. Here's White, two-man game with Champion, and Mason Manning picks up ticky-tack foul.
Jalen Barr is back in, and he's guarding Frank Champion.
So that sends White to the free throw line. He's missed the front end of a couple of 1-and-1s, or this game will be even tighter.
A.J. White to the foul line.
Drops this one in and earns the bonus. Three-point game. Well, Coach, you said you expect a nail-biter down the stretch. We've got it. And now full-court pressure shown by North Georgia. Bryant splits it with a pass, and here's Barr to Young. Extra pass! Kyle Young with the stuff. Unselfish basketball from the Saints. Young has 15. And here's White. And he draws a whistle. Technical foul called, I think, on Coach Selland. Well, this is not good. In a 5-point game, a foul called. One, it stops the clock. Two, you get the free throws from the foul, but also the technical foul. So White will head to the line to shoot 2. And this is the technical foul free throws. White knocks them both down. And now 2 more shots coming. And it's also White. So arguably the best free throw shooter. Yes, the best free throw shooter on the team, 86.4%. This will make it a 1-point game if he makes it. And White has 30. Jalen Barr posting up. They're trying to get it to Kyle Young. And Young is fouled. Foul will go against Champion, and that is his 4th. We'll make a change. Will the Nighthawks? Charles is out. Roach is back in, and Young goes to the line to shoot free throws.
Roach is a good 3-point shooter.
Young missed it. Nighthawks with a chance to tie as we tick under a minute to play. And a bump from Kyle Young will send Champion to the line. Not necessarily a bad play.
No.
Champion's not a great free throw shooter. You stop the clock and don't allow them to burn things down, although you have the lead, of course.
Making his way to the foul line for the Nighthawks is number 5, Frank Champion. He'll shoot 2.
And North Georgia does something interesting. They don't put any other players along the free throw line.
Is that just to make sure they're back for defensive purposes? Don't want to get beat in transition, or
maybe
what do you
prevent
think?
having a silly foul on a rebound attempt.
Champion makes them both, and North Georgia has the lead for the first time since the 11:22 mark of the first half.
Coach Sellen opted not to call a timeout yet.
Figueroa has it. Back to Bryant. Bryant gets his man in the air, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Beautiful ball fake by Malik Bryant.
And Malik Bryant's Flagler's best free throw shooter.
At the foul line for the Saints is number 24.
Bryant shooting at 82.6% coming in. And today he's 0 for 1 from the line.
Yeah, well, then he's due.
All tied at 69. Shot clock is turned off, so whatever happens with this free throw, whoever gets the rebound can hold for the last shot.
I would expect North Georgia to call a timeout after this and talk about it.
And they do. We'll keep it right here. Oh, they did not call a timeout, excuse me.
It's called a substitution.
Just a substitution. Maybe call one when they get it into the front court. So here we go, Flagler by a point. Nighthawks set up Champion. Champion nearly lost it. Crossover dribble, and he scores with 5 seconds to go. Saints with a chance, hustling into the front court. Malik for three!
Oh, just off the front of the rim.
And North Georgia steals one in the final minute, 71-70. What a heartbreaker for the Saints. They had the number 7 team in the nation on the ropes for most of the afternoon and can't quite get it done. And Coach, the foul, which whether or not it was a good call, but the foul and then the technical foul on top of it seemed to be the difference down the stretch. It allowed North Georgia to score 4 points without running any clock off right when they needed that exact scenario.
Yeah, the first foul was kind of questionable, but that's what the official decided. But the technical foul was really a surprise because it's not like Coach Sellen doesn't really work officials. He doesn't yell at them as they come by, but he was going down the bench expressing his concern about the foul down underneath, and the referee from across the court came running up and called the technical, and it gave him 4 points, didn't move the clock, and down with just a couple seconds to go, Frank Champion gets loose on the inside and scores another one of his easy baskets, and that was the difference.
So Flagler with the loss drops to 7-5 overall, 0-2 in the PBC. North Georgia improves to 11-1 and 2-0 in the conference. Well, that'll do it. It was an exciting afternoon of basketball. Didn't work out all that well for the Flagler fans, but we enjoyed having you along the way for Saints basketball. So for the coach, Ivan Kelly, and for our producer and camera operator, Laurel Plexico, I'm Dave Wenda. Thanks for watching, everyone, and good evening.